Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, it's April 10th, 2 minutes after midnight. Happy day! Anyways, the reason why I'm doing a video is it seems to be a common theme running around all the websites you look at, the different tools available. And it seems to be a lot of heat sources and fires. Now, I don't think all of these are fires. If you look at satellite imagery, only some of them are visible. They've gotten large in size or whatever to be visible, but the common theme is no matter what site you look at, they're all here. This is earth.nullschool.net. You can go to bio and hit fires and see for yourself. But this is the one I know of right now. I think there's the Himawari satellite view where you can get some Asia views. I just didn't go look for it. Basically, it's matching up in the United States and Mexico, from what I can see from College of DuPage, this site here. We'll get there. That's where I verified it along with this Zoom Earth map. It has a heat source on it. And it matches up pretty much. Oh, cool. It does actually match up. I didn't know it showed the world view. I was just playing around with the United States. Hey, fortunately, here's another confirmation worldwide of fires and heat signatures. Now, obviously, they're elevated ground temperatures, and that's why they're being detected by a satellite. So, I mean, we've seen this, over the past. I've done videos where they're running down the West Coast and around through Texas and stuff. You're basically following the edge of the Craton, North American Craton plate. They're being detected all the way at the East Coast, mainly central United States. Well, some sparsely out west, but mainly central United States, sparsely out on the East Coast. So, the energy flow pattern isn't quite matching up to what we've seen in the past, or I've noticed and documented where, like I said, we know the seismic energy, how it flows. That's pretty easy to find out about now these days. So, but continue on to the United States. Like I said, I went to look at what was going on at the polls and wanted to check out, since it was pretty intense in the central United States, that what was going on. So here we have College of DuPage. I have it on shortwave. Let's just go to natural color fire because it was pretty cool. You come here, you hit localized sectors. I was here, natural color fire, and then on the left I also chose 200 frames so that we get the longest clip. Now I'm just going to move the slider back and forth and show that some of these are fires, because you see smoke plumes. The clouds kind of cover them up. Well, here's a smoke plume out of this one. So these are pretty large fires. And at night, I mean, this is pretty intense area of heat signatures and fires for sure. Now, if we go over here to shortwave infrared, cloud cover won't matter as much. You'll see them up as black spots. And this is actually a better way to detect these heat sources or heat signatures, is through shortwave IR. They just show up better. Day or night, it doesn't matter. That's just this area. Let's move up to like Iowa. This is another intense area that we saw on the map. It's pretty widespread. Now, these are a lot more short-lived. Go back and forth and then go over to natural color fire. Here we go. Now there's basically 24 hours. So the smoke in these fires is more visible, like right here in the evening. They're starting to pop up. Here's one down here, one over here. A lot of this in here, this is all smoke. You see it's a different color, kind of moving in a different direction. That's all smoke. You saw the red, that's the heat signatures. Shortwave IR, the same area. Pretty intense. A lot of them are short, but these, I mean, this has never been detected that I've seen. Like I said in the past, we've seen areas of it, but this has just been getting in more and more intense. And coming here to Null School, it's a pretty easy way just to go to one page and you get a bunch of the other information. Clouds don't matter, they show. And just take a look yourself. It's pretty easy. And now with multiple sites basically confirming the same thing, you know, this has got to be the induction heating that we see on ISWA. Just like we talked about with induction magnets and the closed field lines, where it's getting the energy from. I've discussed all this in many videos. If you haven't, I've got an ISWA tutorial playlist that'll teach you how to read it, how to set it up how you like, how to maneuver around, little tips and tricks, how to read it. It's in my playlist. Eric's been showing these fires for weeks, on Twitch and on YouTube. Just nothing. This has been going on for quite a long time. I mean, weeks wise. This isn't the fire season. This is springtime. And it started in, late winter, right around springtime, March 21st. Now, lots of interesting things going on. This is surface air current. But the main point of the video is the fires. And it's something that really needs to be pointed out and kept track of. Because this is increasing quite a bit lately. And I don't think this is going to go away. And this is not fire season. This is completely out of that. This is on its own. This is heat. I believe this is heat coming from underground. And it's being detected. Now, some of you may say, well, those are drilling wells, and they're flaming off the pressure or whatever. Well, I mean, the pressure is coming from underground. Now, I did look at a couple of the areas on Google Earth. See, even you can have a Google Earth overlay that shows the same signatures. So it's multiple sources. Now, I did look through Kansas and Oklahoma. There were some sparse drill wells around here, but this is a very wide area. There were no wells that I found up here going on, and I didn't notice any down here in Oklahoma. But obviously they're here. There are some wells, but this is not wells venting pressure. This is coming from underground. Heat rising through the earth. Like I said, with the induction magnet, you add energy. You heat as a byproduct. Well, the heat is coming from underground. It's pretty clear. I mean, that's the only real reason we're having global fires and or heat signatures. All right, so that's pretty much it. Earth.nullschool.net. I suggest you play around with this tool. It's pretty neat, simple to use. You got College of DuPage, which is weather.cod.edu. I've made a video on how to maneuver around this website for, I think, for looking for fires. You just have to search through and find it. If not, I did go over a couple things here. Over here under this sector is where you change your views around. But to be looking for heat signatures of fires, you need to be sub-regional or localized sectors. You can go with sub and then choose somewhere. This is how I found them. I just probably selected this one. Was probably on natural color fire. 200 frames, and that's it. And then just started looking for smoke or some, like right here, you can see the red. All these heat signatures and fires, they show up, and then you come over here to shortwave IR, and you can look at it that way too. But as you get to regional, they may be a little bit harder to see. And then shortwave IR might help. But these are, pretty large. I don't ever see anything going on at regional sectors usually. So this is pretty intense if I'm all the way out here in this elevation or altitude to be seeing them. So it's pretty impressive. I talked about this was going to go on. We're going to see more intense weather, more fires, more earthquakes, more bad weather. People ask me, oh, how much time? I'm always going to give the same answer. It's a slow train wreck. And we've been documenting it as we go. This is the next level. The heat underground is intensifying. All right. Sorry about the bad news, but enjoy the rest of your day, wherever you are.